My name is Monsignor John Kozar. I'm the president of Catholic Near East Welfare Association, CNEWA, C-N-E-W-A. And I'm here joining you in this format as an introduction to the annual report of Catholic Near East Welfare Association for the year 2014. Now, there are many more details which will follow my introduction. I invite you to look through there and review them to the extent that you're interested and inclined. You'll find out a lot more about what we do and how you enable us to do it. It was a very busy year, and it continues to be busy in all of the areas of the world in which we're privileged to work. In the Middle East, for example, there are so many areas of war, of conflict, suffering, persecution. Gaza had a 51-day war, and although the Catholic and Christian population is very tiny, we were there. CNEWA was there to help sustain that small community so that it could even reach out and help thousands of others. That was all possible because of your kindness. Syria and Iraq, every day, still today, we find news items. They're all bad about the violence, the terror, people fleeing, millions of people displaced. In Syria, for example, there are millions of people within and several million living outside the country forced to flee. Well, we're there. We're helping within the country those priests and sisters that have remained, and in heroic fashion, they're serving their people. And other millions that have gone to Jordan and Lebanon, we're also there, reaching out and helping those refugees. In Iraq, we know there was a circumstance in the Nineveh plain and Mosul where overnight, tens of thousands of Christians had to flee the onslaught of ISIS, people being butchered before their eyes. And they fled to an area that's basically like a foreign country. Even the priests and the sisters who fled with them, they're there now serving the people, and CNEWA is there accompanying them. And they left everything behind. But they've come to this area, and because the church is there, they have a home. And we help to give them that hope that surrounds being part of this family that we call the church. And you make that possible. I was privileged to visit recently in Ukraine. And that's a country, especially with the Greek Catholic Church in that country, that knows a lot about suffering. From the beginning of the Soviet Union, they were purged, they were persecuted, they were executed, sent to Siberia, and today they suffer because of a war with a neighboring country and an internal war. And despite the fact that their faith is so profound, so deep, they're tested greatly. And CNEWA helps the church there, the Greek Catholic Church, to be strong and to be a beacon of peace, a light of hope for people. India is a country that you might know something about, but probably it relates to the southern part of India, in Kerala. I'm happy to say that CNEWA is very much involved in a wonderful program of evangelization in the whole northern half of India. We call it Reaching the Unreached. There are millions of people there waiting to hear about Jesus. They're waiting to hear about this good news. And because of the accompaniment, the resources that we offer, the church is inviting people, come and learn about this Jesus. And they're responding with fervor. There are other areas that we work in Northeast Africa, in Eastern Europe. And this report, more than anything, I hope, inspires you to offer a prayer of thanks, first of all, to Almighty God. He's given us a privilege. Imagine the privilege of representing His church and our Holy Father in reaching out to these brothers and sisters of ours in the Eastern churches who have such great needs, who suffer so much. And I would like to personally offer you my thanks, but even more importantly, the thanks of those thousands and thousands of poor brothers and sisters that now are sustained in hope, a hope that the church brings to them. So I say thanks on their behalf and offer to you a promise of prayerful remembrance. Thank you, and God bless you.